Before I begin, I just want to mention that this is not financial advice. These are all my own opinions, and this is purely for entertainment purposes only. Be safe with your money, be smart with your money, and your capital's at risk. Hello, welcome to the Tidbit. Yes, I'm wearing a hoodie because my hair is an utter mess. Look at that. That is shocking, isn't it? Anyway, let's talk about the crypto mess, crypto winter, as what people have been calling it, especially on Reddit. I've seen a lot of people panicking. Uh, Granted, this is one of the first times I've ever seen it this bad. I've only been in the crypto market, in the stock markets generally, for probably about a year. So I've never really witnessed something like this firsthand. Having read some people's comments and you know people's experiences, especially some that were in Bitcoin in 2017 when it was about 12,000 and then dropped all the way to about two. It's about a 90% drop. And people thought it were the end times then, but then if you look at obviously what's gone on, it's hit best part 60,000. I think it was USD. Can't quite remember. It was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, you got to ask yourself what is to come. Is there gonna be more? Is it more as in is it gonna go back up? Is the best time now to buy, or is it wait a little bit more until the dust settles? Because I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. This is what I did. I bought some more, and then literally within the same 2 hours, it all gone again. I mean, it's still there, but it's not there. Like if I sold now, I'd be at a minus 34, 35% down, which is scary enough. And it sort of happened overnight, really. For me, anyway. I don't know if people were there at the time. Obviously, I think it's one of them things. It's potluck, isn't it, really? Um, I think Russia's had something to deal with that when they mentioned that they were banning it. They haven't actually banned it yet, but there was a lot of what's the word tension in the market when that happened, and I think that has definitely caused some fear and panic in the markets, and I think it's just gone south from there. There is a few other possible reasons, but again, it's one of them you'll never fully uh, pinpoint why it happened. It's like when I can't remember when it was. It was when I first got into the markets. A country decided that they were banning it. It might have been China. I think it was around September 2021. I think it was China. Um, but yeah, when they banned it and like the market dropped for like half a day and then it shot straight back up again, and it was like, oh, okay, right, fine. But something different about Russia, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. I haven't figured it out. Um, but anyway, enough of trying to figure out why it's happened. There's no point in, you know, trying to figure it out now for yourself. You've just got to ask yourself, what are your next steps? What do you, where do you go from where you were? There is, I'm minus 35%, and I'm sure people are minus more than me. It's not a very nice sight to see. Uh, there's a lot of mentality behind the stock market. It's not so much sort of put your money in and just sort of watch it go up all the time. It's a mental game. If you see other people selling, it makes you want to sell. But there's always people that say buy the dip. But then when do you know the dip is? You'll never fully know when the bottom is, and you'll never fully know when the top is. You've just got to make that informed decision on yourself and what time frame you're looking at. Keeping your money in there. Me personally, again, I'm a long term investor of anything. I will put my money in, and I will happily let it sit there for 10 years minimum. And I haven't even been in the stock market that long. Like I said, I've been in it about a year, maybe a bit longer. Not crypto markets, but the stock market in general. And I think realistically, 5 years is a minimum amount of time if you're looking at long term investing to be in there. Uh, Longer the better, but then you've got to assess it again. Like if you put your money into a company, there's not necessarily it's not going to be there in 10 years time. It might get overtaken, it might get bought out, something might happen. And but that's down to your due diligence. That is the word, due diligence, yes. To check, you know I read the news every day, stock market news every day, crypto news every day, just to see what there is, scan what there is. When I saw that Russia was banning crypto, I actually didn't think that much of it, to be honest. Um, I think the countries that are banning it, they clearly don't like change. They don't like the prospect of unregulated money out there, unregulated assets, and things like that. And again, it's a big grey area because no country's really going to like that. But banning it outright, it it just means people are going to move. If people care about it that much and think there is that much um, worth behind it, I think I think people are going to move. It's like when I can't remember what country it is. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but they banned it, and all the miners just moved to the next country over and just started mining it there. And I can't remember what country it is. But anyway, the point I'm getting is if people want something, they'll figure out a way to do it. Um, and, and again, I think with something like cryptos, where it is quite foreign to a lot of people, explaining it to my dad, it's just like going straight over his head. And other people that, you know, take the piss because they're like, oh, he's into cryptos. It's like, yeah, but you don't even know anything about crypto. You barely just discovered the internet, um, uh, and I just think it's because it's such a new thing. It's been about for what 10 years now. 2013, I think, Bitcoin was created. It's the best part of 8 9 years, almost 10. Um, it's still very early days, and people are still just discovering it and just adopting it, and this could take another 20 30 years to be fully integrated into uh, mainstream society is what I believe. I really do. I think it could take that long, and I think it is one of the biggest what's the word, chances to be invested into something so brand new that it literally can and could change the face of the world. I don't think it's going to be a case of that we're going to get paid in cryptos and things, but I think there is a lot of use cases. I will build a video, actually, I think, based on the use cases that I believe for the cryptos that I'm invested. I think I'll do that. Rather than me just rambling. I think if you've got money in the markets at the moment, unless you seriously need that money, I would not be touching it. I wouldn't even be looking at my app or wherever it is. I would be disconnecting myself mentally from it. I'll still be reading the news, things like that, but I really will not be checking it on a daily basis, weekly basis even. Just let the news sort of drip feed you the information that you need rather than you looking at your markets and wanting to cry, because I've never been through something like this, and for me to see my money just disappearing in less than a day, that's a scary thing to look at. And it took me balls to not sell because my urge was to get out, and then I also had to sort of slap myself a little bit and tell myself, look, your whole thing is holding. Like, in 5 years, this might just be a dip on the chart. That's all it is. And after a bit of analysing myself of the charts, there are a heck of a lot of dips that on a chart they look tiny, but they've been, like, if you look at the actual time, it was like 2 years, and it's just a tiny little dip. And again, like, it looks, oh, that's no, but that's 2 years where the market was in a bear market going down and then slowly getting back up again. You know, depends on which way you look at things. They're on a discount. That's a way to look at it. If you truly believe in the project, if you truly believe in the coin, in the blockchain network, whatever it is, you think your use cases are, what you think can be in the future, if you truly believe in it, be smart about it. But those prices for what they're going for are on discounts. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just me sort of talking to myself what I would do. I'm not telling you which cryptos I'm in. I don't think it's appropriate right now. But yeah, you just got to remain calm. unless you seriously need the money, you've already lost more, half of it, whatever. You've already lost a chunk. If you take that out, you're basically accepting defeat, aren't you? Because I guarantee if you take it out, the markets will shoot straight back up, and then you'll be kicking yourself even more. That's what everyone's hoping. That's why some people hold. On a side note, I did read a comment leading to a wallet that had recently just bought 200 and... Nope, I lie. It was 350-ish Bitcoins on the 21st. And on the 19th, when it first started happening, the crash, they bought 250-ish. So when you add that up, it's total to around £12 million worth of Bitcoin. So someone out there saw this as an advantage and bought £12 million worth. Whether it's an institution, who knows? But whoever it is who commissioned that and said, yeah, let's do it, or whoever it was looking at the charts and going, fuck, like, Bitcoin's going for cheap right now. This might never happen again. They bought 600-ish. That's a lot of Bitcoin. So just bear that in mind. That's something that I think about. Like, if they're willing to put down money like that, then maybe it still has a lot of potential. But yeah, it's not nice. Keep your heads up. I like to think it will eventually correct itself, because the thing is with these, if you're expecting high volatility up, you've got to expect high volatility down. And if a coin can shoot up 50% in a day, you got to expect them to be able to shoot down again in 50% in a day. And I mean, it was 20%. According to my what I use, it says it was pretty much every coin, give or take, was around down 18% to 22%, which again is not nice when you've been investing for the past 6 to 8 months, not consistently, but bit by bit, and then to see it sort of all go down to prices that I thought I was never going to see again. I thought I'd missed the boat, and I thought, oh, well, I've never seen this coin at this price before. I'll never see it again, so I might as well just keep ploughing away, buying little bits here and there. I can't. Well, surprised me, and it's probably surprised y'all. Don't get yourself into debt trying to buy coins. I think that's silly. I think you need to prioritise, paying your bills, keeping warm, eating good food. You don't want to be eating ramen noodles just so you can buy a bit more Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever it is you buy. Just be smart about it. And if you can't afford it, then don't buy it. It's as simple as that. Okay, you're only willing to buy what you can afford to lose, and that's what they've always said with cryptos, especially because of situations like this. And yeah, I might have overextended a little bit, but not to the extent that I've read from some comments on Reddit, and I am truly sorry for what you've gone through, and I hope it recovers quick for your sake. But yeah, just be smart about it, and hopefully we can all get through this winter in one piece. But yeah, it's been the tidbit. I know I've waffled on a little bit, but that's what I do. I waffle. I motivate people. Anyway, take care, everyone. I hope you're the best. Peace. Hi everyone, I just wanted to take this minute to promote my new Instagram. It's basically just little bits of motivational advice, bits of inspiration, that sort of thing, just to get you through the day, because I know what it's like when you're a bit beaten down and you just want to browse a bit of some whatever, look at some dogs and cats, whatever it takes your fancy, and then you'll read something and it'll just make your day that much better, or it'll just make you feel like you can do it and that you can get through it. And that's what that Instagram is, basically. So if you can give it a follow, check out some of the posts, just let me know, just comment, let me know what you think, and even if you just give me some feedback generally, that'd be great. There'll be a link in the description down the bottom. And that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye bye.